Okay, today we're gonna have a little class. We're gonna talk about the art of complaining. Every day in our lives, at least I think everyone has a complaining. So we're gonna how we're gonna know how to use them correctly.
And we're gonna see how to handle it in some special in, in folks, and we're gonna see how the people describe these explanations to the other people.
In the end, I think a lot of people had a lot of complainings with upcoming social status and social networks. We see every day and mostly every second that every people has to complain about something, about their clothing, about their people that is around them, the classroom, the homework, the
University.
teachers, and everything that is involved in their normal
In
life.
their social lives.
So we have a lot of complainings, and we have a lot of things, and a lot of times we can handle it. So we're gonna know today how to handle a correct form of complaining and solve that complaining without using the violence or using offensive words or something like that.
Or discriminating people.
Yeah, the complaining. The complaining it's it comes with regular and abnormal situations that happens every day in our lives. Every second and every minute, you have to complain about something. Yeah, that's it with yourself, or with the people that it's around you, or the stuff that you handle every day. I don't know. Do you have an example?
For example, an example I hear every day and every second is that most people say they want to be successful in school, but every time the teacher assign them homework or a project, they start to complain every second and every time. So a good reason to handle this will be like to focus in your mind, but what do you want to do, and what do you want to focus in, so that complaining will be no longer a problem and could be a more happy life that you could have. And we talk about relative clauses and non-relative clauses. These are used to complain when is accompanied with a noun. Like for example, that something really bugs me in the real life is when I go in on the street and the people start to shout out crazy things. Another example will be when they use the word when. An example of this could be when I'm walking down the street. I really hate when people throw the garbage outside the trash can. Another subject or chapter of the complaining is use of the polite complaining. This is used for you for the people to see how you relate with the other people. You can be classified as a calm complaining person or a really tough guy, and it is based on how you use these words. Like for example, it could be if you use a lot of bad words, for example, or if you start to shout out things, you will be categorized as a mean person. But if you, let's say, complain a few times, or when you complain, you say it in a calm way, then you are categorized as a calm person. The complaining can be useful too when you are expressing with some strangers. Therefore, this is used so you have a lot of attention when you use them. Because if you don't use them correctly, the people could see you like with the wrong eye.
Now, I'm gonna be talking about when we do something about the complainings. We have a lot of examples. Your cell phone. When you lost your signal or the internet, you complain about the cell phone or maybe the company, but you don't plan a solution. You just have to call them and say that the signal is bad and fix your cell phone. But they don't do that, they just complain again and again. We're gonna use some simple and complex indirect questions that begin with expressions such as I wonder, I like to know, or I can't understand why. For example, will I be able to get a taxi later? That could be explained or expressed as I wonder if I'll be able to get a taxi later. Another complex indirect questions also use a statement with order. In addition, they begin and end with clauses with the verb to be. Will I be able? Will I be able to get into the class? My big concern is whether if I'll be able to get into the class or bring the homework in time. A lot of people use also a lot of emotional phrases or words to explain their feelings. For example, we use annoyed, baffled, confused, demoralized, depressed, discouraged, enraged, frustrated. The important thing here is to explain them correctly and to say them in time. For example, a lot of people complains and they don't think about it. They don't think while complaining. They just say what is in their heads, but they don't think it really well. So the question here is, do we really express what we feel or what we think? So my advice here is think it carefully, take your time, think it carefully, and say it what is in your heart and in your brains.
Hi, my name is Jorge, and I'm going to talk about the letters of complaint. It's a powerful way to solve an ongoing problem with a product or service. To write an effective letter of complaint about a purchase, it has to be addressed by name to the person in charge. It has to describe the product clearly. It has to explain the problem in detail. You have to mention a receipt or other evidence, explains exactly what you want, and it has to provide contact information where they can get you. But also, you have to be careful about where you buy the stuff and with whom, because if you buy it in the black market or in some shop that you don't know, it will probably be like broken already. But here's some advice for smart shoppers. You have to buy it from a reputable company. You have to make sure that there is a guarantee, and you have to examine your purchases before you buy it. You have to do some comparison shopping, and also you have to find out how the item should be cared for, because if not, you will break it, and it will be your fault, and it will be not the fault of the company. Well, in conclusion, if you buy a product and it breaks in like what you want, 2 months or 3 months, you can return it if you had the guarantee. And making a letter of complaint is good because with that you make them know what are you complaining about, what the product has, and how they can make it better. And by that you help them to raise their wealth, and well, that's all. write an effective letter of complaint, well, it's a powerful way to solve an ongoing problem with a product or service. And to that, you have to put. It had to be addressed by name to the person in charge. It had to describe the product clearly, to explain the problem in detail. So this guy is.
That's all, man. Fuck a man.
It also has to mention a receipt or other revenues. It has to explain exactly what you want, and it has to provides contact information where they can find you to retribute you.
Also ciego.
But to that you have to beware when you're buying stuff. And there's and here is some advice for smart shoppers. You have to buy it from a reputable company. You have to make sure that there is guarantee, and you have to examine your purchases before you buy it. And you have to do some comparisons. You have to find about the return policy and find out how the item should be cared of. For example.
Picture does. A ver, yo creo que.
For example.
So. Gracias.
Here's an example that I'm gonna do with this guy about a complaint that I'm going to say right now. Okay. Well, I bought a new. Hey guy. Hi. How are you, man?
Hi. Good, man.
Okay, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
Why? Look. I bought a new luggage last month, and one of the wheels has already come off. So what should I do?
You're kidding? Did you take it back to the store, man?
Yeah, man. But they told me I couldn't return it because I bought it on sale. I should have asked it about the return policy. What did you think?
Situation one.